Hello, friends I haven't met yet. My name's Michelle, and I'm a beauty treasure hunter. Today, we're going to look at the treasures that Essence has to offer us, and I'm going to show you how I cover up a very large Botox bruise that I have today. So, if that sounds good to you, hang with me. I'm doing a full face of Essence today, but I do not have Color Corrector by Essence, but I do have a Color Corrector palette from Catrice. So if you get Botox, then at some point, probably you've gotten little bruises or maybe big bruises. Well, today I have a big one and I'm not going to hide it from you. I'm going to color correct it with you. So it's mostly purple, a bit yellow and green around the outside. But opposite of purple on the color wheel is yellow. So I'm going to kind of go in with this color right here. And I may have to come back to that as we go along. Okay, I'm going to use some Keep Me Covered Concealer by Essence. I think this is probably the lightest. I'm going to use that as my primer today. That feels very nice. Blend it out very easily. I'm also going to use, I'm not sure which one, the Bright Eyes Stick or the Chili Vanilla Under Eye Brightening Cream. I think I'll try the cream first. This is similar to a liquid version of the Becca Under Eye Brightener. I think I need a little bit more brightening on this side, so I'll go in with this stick and see how that works. And I've already put on my sunscreen, and that is usually always my Biore Watery Essence. Now I'm going to go in with some Essence Jelly Grip Primer. I'm going to let that be drying and go on to the eyeshadow. I'm going to use the little Taupe It Up palette. It has 6 different shades. So I'm going to start with the lightest shade just to go over the concealer. I use sectional lashes and the Super Stick glue by Kiss that lasts for several days. I remove them when I feel like I have makeup on them. Just using, you can use micellar water, or if you need to, a waterproof makeup remover to just slide them off. And I clean them really well every time I take them off with hypochlorous acid, which is this wonderful stuff, you know. I have my very own pitcher where I can make it. You have to start off with pH neutral water. So I use my filtered water from my refrigerator that I've tested before. And you put 2 grams of plain salt, not iodized, per liter of water. And you electrocute it for about 8 minutes. The pitcher has electrodes in the bottom. I'm moving on now to a little bit darker shade for my crease. And at 8 minutes of processing, you get a solution that is 100 parts per million. It is so safe, you could drink it and be fine. It's like drinking salt water. You wouldn't want to drink a whole bunch of it, but it's non-toxic. It breaks down the cell walls, so bacteria aren't able to build up a tolerance to it, which makes it just fantastic. You can use it on your face and your eyes. I've had some sores in my mouth this week. Had to check my multivitamin. It was missing some folate, so I think that's why I have my mouth sores. But the hypochlorous acid helped to heal those. Okay, that second color was not dark enough, so I'm gonna go a little darker. I'm gonna get a crease brush, and this brush came in a set that Walmart has right now. I don't know how many brushes there were. There were several, maybe 8 brushes. And it came with this little thing, which is not only a holder, but then you have a handle so you can turn it upside down and let your brushes dry after you've washed them. And it also has this little bowl with a scrub pad. So it's great as a cleaning tool. And that was all the brushes and everything was like $9.88. Walmart.com. What got me though was okay, I can hang my brushes upside down, because usually I take ponytail holders and just kind of fix them around my towel rack upside down to dry. Okay, I'm going to go into the taupe shade that is matte, and I'll blend that out later because there was a lot of kickback on this, kick up. I like to take a short, dense brush to do blending on the upper edge. And I'll clean up my outer edge in just a minute. Not quite ready yet. Now I'm going to take a slim pencil brush and my darker shimmer and do my lower lash line. I'm going to flip this brush over. Got this at the Dollar Tree, the Sassy Chic. It's a double-ended. The reason I got it was because of the shape of this pencil brush. I like them really thin. I'm going to go back into that darker shimmer and just give a little bit of depth here. It's pretty easy if you'll just dig right in with your brush and circle both ways. Kind of drag it over a little bit. And I highly recommend using shadow switchers in between just to keep them clean. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest shimmer shade right in the center. I do switch hands. I like to keep baby wipes close by. And that should line up with that outside of your lashes. Oh, you know what I just did? I took off all my color correction. I knew I was going to do that. That just tells me it was working because I didn't even see it. Forgot all about it. I'll probably do it again before I'm all finished. Okay, now I'm going to use the concealer again. And I've been using my Real Techniques Kitten Paw concealer brush. It's on sale at Walmart. Checked last night, it's still on for $4.40. I like to take the warmth of my fingers. And I usually use my H2O lock powder from LA Girl, but today I'm going to stick with Essence all the way. And this is the Flawless Skin Trio. It has 3 different colors. It's got peach, purple, and pink. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of spin it down in it and tap it off. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of eyeliner. This is the Stay and Play eyeliner by Essence in the shade, but first Espresso. And I think I'm going to put some in my waterline also. I've noticed that's becoming a trend, which was huge when I was in high school, so I'm thrilled it's coming back. I'm going to use some Lash Without Limits. This is the tubing version from Essence. And I was afraid I didn't have any brow products, but I do. This is Make Me Brow Eyebrow Powder Fill in Shape from Essence, and it's in the blonde shade. So when you pull it out, it is on a wand, but it is a powder. So I was watching Lisa Eldridge this morning on she's got a two-part series on the history of makeup, and she was showing how in the Victorian age they used to take cloves and burn the ball tips of them and let them cool off and go right in. It made like a nice charcoal, but she was using it on her brows. I don't have any brow gel, so I'm just going to use something comparable in a similar price range. I'm going to use my e.l.f. brow glue. If I don't, mine get really unruly. Sometimes they stick straight out. Okay, before we get into foundation, I'm going to do a little bit of a glow up here. I'm going to use the lighter of the Magic Filter in my T-zone and the darker around the perimeter of my face to give me a little bit of a bronzy glow. And these do have a scent. It's kind of a funky smell, but it doesn't hang around. And a little bit up into the hairline. And I think I have messed up my bruise again. So back to the drawing board. And I think I'm also going to go in with a little bit of the tan color. I have two foundations that I'm going to incorporate. The first one is the Pretty Natural. It's a liquid and it's in shade 30, Neutral Ivory. And I'm also going to use the new foundation stick. Mine is in shade, it's on the top, shade 6. Okay, since this is fairly sheer coverage, I'm going to use the stick where I need a little bit of extra coverage. Now I'm going to use Baby Got Bronze to do my contouring with. This has such a nice scent. Gotta be really careful over there. I'm going to use some Baby Got Blush in Blushing Berry. It's one of these. Ooh, okay, so since I squirted it out all over the top, I'm not going to dab it on my face. I'm going to use my brush and just swipe it along the sponge. Here goes. Now I have a choice of bronzers here. I've got this gigantic one in shade 3, Chocolate Sundae. Or I've got this palette with 4 different shades. But I really, really do like bronzers that with a huge pan that you can just dip your giant brush into. So I think that's what I'll do. Taking my giant Real Techniques brush. Now I have a couple of blush shades, the Pure Nude Baked Blushes. I think I'm gonna go with this one, which is more berry, Rosy Rosewood, as opposed to Bold Heart. And this is just an angled fluffy brush. This one's by the Japanesque. Feels it. So I'm gonna go in with my Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation and a tinier brush. I love this color. It has that pinky hue to it. It's 04 Fair Ivory. Everywhere I have broken capillaries with this. And I have the Pure Nude highlighter as well in 10, Be My Highlight. My lip liner is Soft and Precise in the color Real 06. And I love this color. It's not long wearing, but I do like the color. I have 2 lipsticks. I'm gonna use 06 Real. And this is not matte, it's a cream. And then in the hydrating nude 302, it's in a pink tube, or a nude colored tube. I like to keep that more on the inside. And I have a couple of glosses. They're both the Extreme Shine glosses. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. It's got some sparkle. Oh yeah. I do like to get the sparkle up close to the Cupid's bow too. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Flawless Skin Trio powder, and I'm gonna use a puff this time. So I like to dip it in the colors and then kind of pull it off on the side and press. This is to fill in the pores. And I know they have a new mist to go along with the Jelly Grip, but I don't have that yet. And I don't have anything else by Essence, so I'm just gonna use my good old Pantene. Haven't used it in a while. This one's the Level 3 Flexible Hold. Okay, here's this side, and that's my regular vein with no bruise. And here's this side. I can live with that. Gonna have to for about another week anyway, but it's worth it. It happened just as I was telling her about the time when that happened to my lip, and now I'm scared to ever try that again. Because it looked like I had been punched in the mouth really hard, and it looked that way for about 2 weeks. So just as I was telling this new girl about that episode, this happened. So this is my final look for the day, and now you get to see the perks of having bangs. Yeah. So, thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you have learned how to not only hide your Botox bruises, but a few other tips as well, and that Essence is a really good brand as well as very reasonable. So, I hope that wherever you are in the world today, that spending this time with me has taken your mind off of the cares that you have for just a little while. And I hope you see me next time.